So I've never recorded an episode that I don't know how to record an intro for. But since these are some of my deepest, darkest feelings, sharing them with you in a very short episode, I don't have an intro. So here's the intro. Please enjoy the episode. So this is my platform. This is my voice. And I feel like I've been out of integrity with my voice. Now, I am going to share something with you today that I wrote, which I did not expect to go viral, but it did. So there's a chance that you've seen this already. But I've been quiet for a long time. I've been sitting back, observing, asking myself deep questions, asking myself how to lead better, feeling the responsibility of a leader, watching things around not make sense and crumble and people divide, all false illusions and lies. And I've been quiet, focusing on me and my family and getting my house in order and supporting those closest to me and making sure that I didn't get triggered, that I didn't respond to something based on my experience in life, based on my 13 years of active duty in the Marine Corps, based on my military experience, based on my PTSD, based on the things that I've seen, the atrocities of war, and even the darkness and the atrocities that I've witnessed inside of this country. And if you've been listening to me for any amount of time, if you've been following me for any amount of time, I'm about as non-political as they come. I don't give a shit about any of it. What I care about is humanity and character. I care about how you treat people. I care about how you can have conversations. I care about how you respect other people, regardless of your decisions. And I believe in the commonality of a lot of things, but humanity being number one, love being number one, acceptance being number one. And I'm watching people rip each other to pieces, be mean to each other without even an enemy, without realizing that they have a shared enemy and they're being manipulated into fighting. And I've really gone back and forth on where I make a stand, where I make a statement. And I decided that it's not my responsibility to change anybody's mind. It's not my responsibility to convince people of anything. It's my responsibility to respect people for where they are and then make a decision on if I'm going to move in, if I'm going to engage. And this applies in business, marketing, but apparently in life. And if you're listening to this, we're all living in the same world right now. And most of the days I feel like I'm living in the Matrix or the Truman Show. It seems unreal. It seems unreal witnessing what's happening, having friends that have been overseas during all of this with firsthand accounts, witnessing the divisiveness, and even within our own country, if you're in, actually that applies to every country. And I would be lying if I said the tragedy in Afghanistan did not affect me heavily. And it affected me heavily, and it took me quite a long time to even process. And I've been there, and I have friends there, and I lost a lot of friends there. And it's kind of insane looking back and thinking back. And so I decided that the only way that I could accurately portray my thoughts and feelings was to write. And I'm going to share that with you right now. And I'm going to start with this. If you're listening to this, I have nothing but love for you. And I mean that. DM me, message me. I will talk with you. I will respond with you. I will engage with you. This is my house. This is my world. And the invitation to live in it is open as long as you're respectful. What I'm going to share with you is deep for me. It's very, very deep. It is interwound over 20 years. And it means a lot to me. And I'm not interested in fighting. I'm not interested in politics. I'm not interested in any of that. I'm interested in humanity. I'm interested in finding a common cause. I'm interested in finding humanity and love and acceptance and joy and compassion for the people that if you were standing next to at the end of their life or yours, you would beg for a moment of connection and not hide behind two thumbs and a keyboard. And so please, if I turn you off, leave. If you don't like what I say, leave. If you're not interested anymore, leave. I don't need you to announce anything, and I definitely don't need you to tell me. My ask is this, that we're all adults, we're all respectful of each other, and I'm asking you to do the same, because I'm about to read some of the deepest thoughts that I've written that mean the world to me, and that's what I felt like putting in today's episode. So here is what I wrote. I'm afraid of what I might post because I haven't processed my anger enough to be productive. What's happening right now is unacceptable and hits me extremely close. I don't think enough people understand the level of darkness that exists in this world because they haven't seen it. It's easy to dismiss stories you hear, posts you see, and go back to sleep. But once you've witnessed evil firsthand, those nightmares never go away. Once you've seen the levels of darkness that exist, it changes something inside of you. Darkness is only eradicated by actively shining light, active being the word. Offense is the only way to keep evil at bay. Once the light turns off or becomes passive, evil penetrates. I don't give a flying fuck about politics, red, blue, or opinions. The world is being manipulated into divisiveness in order to weaken and control. There are no fucking accidents. There is no incompetence. There is calculated evil with many more steps planned than you will ever notice. We have been at war for a long time, a war to find truth, a war with media, agendas, control, and money. Those of us who have been there knew the real reason we were there, not the bullshit that you were told. Everyone needs to remember the humanity in each of us and stop fighting over fucking words on social media and start fighting against the very organizations that are slowly eroding your generational freedom. 330 million people being divided and controlled by 1,000 transactionally motivated humans with a few media organizations. Close your phone, look up, find the humanity, connect, and stand together. I promise you don't want the darkness we have seen to find its way here. I deeply love humanity, you, and the things that even I take for granted most days. This is not a joke. Life isn't going back to how it was, it is being rebuilt, and the forecast doesn't look bright unless people take control back. When we swear into the United States military, we take an oath to defend the Constitution and our country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. There is a reason that that line exists. Look deeper, ask critical questions, and explore why most of this doesn't make sense. Disclaimer. I am not interested in negativity, debating, fighting, or any other bullshit that might find its way here. I love and respect every human who reads this, and this is just my personal opinion. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day.